February is my birthday month. On February 6th, I turned 49 years old. And instead of using this time to talk about reinvention, glow ups, or becoming a newer version of myself, I want to talk about something quieter and honestly more honest, if I could ever get more honest. I'm not reinventing myself, I am returning, I'm becoming. I'm returning to the parts of me that existed before survival mode took over, before I had to perform strength, before I learned to minimize myself to keep the peace. This episode is about integration and honoring who you've been without being trapped by it, and letting go of the pressure to become someone new just because time passed. If you ever felt like every birthday comes with an invisible checklist, I should be further along in life. I should be healed by now. I should have figured this out by now. Baby, this episode is for you. So I'm going to talk about the pressure to become. Birthdays are often treated like deadlines. Another year older means you should be more confident. You should be more healed. You should be more successful, more certain. But I'm here to tell y'all that healing does not work on a timeline. And growth doesn't always look like progress from the outside. Sometimes growth looks like saying no faster, leaving sooner, resting without explaining, not engaging when you normally would. That's not stagnation, that's integration. The pressure to reinvent yourself every year often comes from avoiding grief. Because if you're always becoming something new, you never have time to sit with what was lost. Returning to yourself doesn't mean going backwards. It means reconnecting with your values, your boundaries, your intuition, and your pace. It means asking, who was I before survival taught me to be small, loud, strong, or silent? And not judging the answer. Return is about remembering, not rewriting. It's about letting the younger versions of you know, I see why you did that. I've got us now. I literally had to tell my inner child that. I want to say last week, I had to say, okay, Shawnti, I thank you for how far you have gotten us, but I got it from here. And with me saying that out loud to myself, instantly I started grieving. A lot of people want to outgrow their past selves because they're embarrassed by them. But I am here to tell you that shame blocks integration. You can't integrate a version of you that you're still judging. Every version of you since childhood had a job. One survived, one protected, one hoped, one endured. You don't have to keep living from those versions, but you do need to honor them. And integration says, I don't disown who I was. I thank her and I choose differently now. But it's up to you to do that when you are ready to do that. No one else can do that for you. All right, let's take a pause. Get your journal or your voice note or just reflect quietly. Take a big old deep breath in, inhale, and blow it out your mouth. Now I want you to consider, what parts of me am I returning to this season? I didn't say improving, I said returning. Number 2, which version of me worked the hardest to keep me alive? And what does she deserve now? Number 3, expectations. What expectations am I releasing this birthday month? If it's your birthday month, or just say this month. What expectations am I releasing this month? And who taught me those expectations? And lastly, what does honoring myself look like right now without performance? There's absolutely no rush here. Return happens in layers. Now, let me make this clear. You don't need a new personality for this next year. You don't need a rebrand. You don't need to become unrecognizable. You just need to stay connected to yourself. Healing is not about becoming somebody else. It's about coming home and staying. So for me, this birthday month isn't about celebrating what I've achieved. I made the decision to honor what I survived and who I'm choosing to be now. So if this episode resonated, I want you to hear this. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not failing because you're still healing. You are integrating. And inside my Share Wealth sessions, we practice this kind of honest self-connection together in real time with reflection and community. And I also create guided journals for moments just like this, when you're returning to yourself and need a place to tell the truth gently. And if you are ready for deeper personalized work, I do offer one-on-one sessions to support your healing at your pace. This is not a race. You don't compare your journey to somebody else's. This is 100% at your pace. And all of that information is linked in the show notes. And I want you to remember, this month, I'm not reinventing myself. I'm returning. Until next time, y'all.